Let's start with the architecture overview of the microcontroller. The 2802X family is member of the TMS320 C2000 microcontroller MCU platform. The C28X based controller have same 32-bit fixed point architecture. It is very efficient for C and C++. It enabling development of math algorithms using C and C++. This efficiency removes the need of a second processor in many systems. The 32x32-bit max 64-bit processing capabilities enable the controller to handle higher numerical resolution problems efficiently. The device has an 8-level deep protected pipeline with pipelined memory accesses. Microcontroller having special store conditional operations further improve performance. Next we are going to know about features. C2000 having high efficiency 32-bit CPU. It operates with 60, 50, and 40 MHz clock frequency. It performs 32x32 and 16x16 dual MAC operations. It having Harvard bus architecture. It performs atomic level operations. It is having fast interrupt response and processing. Unified memory programming model. It is having 2 internal 0-pin oscillators. Peripheral interrupt expansion PIE block that supports all peripheral filtering. It is having 3 32-bit CPU timers. Independent 16-bit timer in each enhanced pulse width modulator. Next we are going to know about memory management. Let's start with memory management in C2000. It having on-chip flash memory, SRAM, boot ROM. C2000 microcontroller provides 16 KB flash memory with 16-bit word size. 6 KB of SRAM is available on C2000. There is new feature in C2000 is boot ROM. It provides 8K into 16 boot ROM. One-time programmable 1 KB ROM of 16-bit also available. Code security is for memory blocks. Next we are going to know about serial communications peripherals. Let's know about serial communication peripherals. 4 serial peripheral interface modules are available in C2000. One SCI Module SPIA is available. The SPI is used for communications between the MCU and external peripherals or another processor. Multi-device communications are supported by the master and slave operation of the SPI. The data word length of SPI is 1 to 16 bits. SPI simultaneous receive and transmit operation. Next we are going to know about SCI Module. The device include one serial communications interface SCI Module. The SCI Module supports digital communications between CPU and other asynchronous peripherals. The SCI receiver and transmitter are double buffered, each has its own separate enable and interrupt bits. Both can be operated independently or simultaneously in the full duplex mode. SCI Module include 2 external pins that are SCI TXD and SCI RXD. Idle line and address bit are 2 wake-up multiprocessor modes. Half or full duplex operation. It is having NRZ non-return to 0 format. The enhanced features are auto-baud detect hardware logic and 4-level transmit receive FIFO. Next we are going to learn about I2C. Microcontroller having one I2C serial port. It compliance with the Philips Semiconductor's I2C bus specification. It supports for 1-bit to 8-bit format transfers. It is having 7-bit and 10-bit addressing modes. It supports master transmitter and slave receiver as well as slave transmitter and master receiver. The I2C data transfer rate is from 10 kbps up to 400 kbps. One interrupt that can be used by the CPU when in FIFO mode. It is also have free data format mode. The interrupt can be generated as a result when transmit or receive data is ready, register access ready, no acknowledge received, arbitration is lost. Next we are going to know about Programmable GPIO. C2000 microcontroller having 40 GPIO pins available. Up to 22 individually programmable multiplexed GPIO pins with input filtering. This enables the user to use a pin as GPIO if the peripheral signal or function is not used. Input pins are not 5-volt tolerant. All GPIO pins have an internal pull-up. There are independent 16-bit timer in each enhanced pulse width modulator. On reset, GPIO pins are configured as inputs. User can individually program each pin for GPIO mode or peripheral signal mode. Next, we are going to know about electrical maximum ratings. We are going to know about electrical maximum ratings for C2000. All the voltages are measured with respect to ground. Maximum ratings are the limits to which the device can be subjected without permanently damaged. The supply voltage VDD is -0.3 volt to 4.6 volt. The supply voltage of VDD input and output is -0.3 volt to 2.5 volt. The VDDA analog voltage is -0.3 volt to 4.6 volt. The output voltage VO is -0.3 volt to 4.6 volt. Output current of GPIO pins are 20 milliamps. The junction temperature of controller is -40 degrees Celsius to -150 degrees Celsius. Storage temperature of controller is -65 degrees Celsius to -150 degrees Celsius. Next, we are going to know about tools and softwares. TI offers an extensive line of development tools. Some of the tools and software to evaluate the performance of the device, generate code, and develop solutions. Code Composer Studio is an integrated development environment that supports TI Microcontroller. C2000 F28027 Launchpad Development Kit is an inexpensive, modular, and fun evaluation platform, enabling you to dive into real-time software tools like PowerSuite is a suite of digital power supply design software tools for Texas Instruments C2000 real-time microcontroller MCU family. C2000ware for C2000 MCU is also a cohesive set of development software for microcontrollers. Next, we are going to know about application domain of C2000. C2000 controllers having wide variety of applications. It is mostly used in power electronics applications like inverter and motor control VFD, AC, and DC drive power stage module. For AC and DC input BLDC motor drive. It is also used for industrial single and three-phase UPS. If you like the video, subscribe our channel, click on the bell icon and comment.